The Vikings. Just the name evokes images of fierce warriors, sleek longships, and tales of daring raids. Emerging from the icy landscapes of Scandinavia, these remarkable seafarers left an indelible mark on history. From the late 8th to the 11th centuries, the Viking Age saw these skilled navigators and fierce warriors surge out from their homelands, impacting much of Europe and beyond. Their sagas and exploits have captivated imaginations for centuries. But who were these enigmatic people? The Vikings were not a homogeneous group with a single leader or kingdom. They hailed from Denmark, Norway, and Sweden, a region known as Scandinavia. Bound together by shared Norse traditions, language, and a thirst for adventure, they embarked on daring journeys that would reshape the political and cultural landscapes of their time. These weren't just mindless barbarians, though. They were skilled craftsmen, traders, and explorers, as adept at forging alliances as they were at waging war. Their mastery of shipbuilding and navigation allowed them to traverse vast distances, from the icy waters of the North Atlantic to the rivers of Eastern Europe. Their impact was profound. They raided and traded, explored and settled, leaving behind a complex legacy interwoven with violence, cultural exchange, and remarkable adaptation. This is their story. To understand the Vikings' motivations, we must look at the world through their eyes. Scandinavia, with its long, harsh winters and limited arable land, presented challenges to its inhabitants. Population pressures, coupled with the ambition of powerful chieftains, fueled the need for resources and wealth. Raiding, a deeply ingrained part of their culture, provided a way to gain riches and glory. Coastal monasteries and undefended settlements offered tempting targets. The Vikings' reputation for ferocity, often amplified by terrified accounts of their enemies, preceded them, sowing fear and chaos wherever they went. But it wasn't just desperation or bloodlust that drove them. The Vikings possessed a spirit of adventure, a yearning for the unknown that propelled them across the seas. The promise of new lands, trading opportunities, and the chance to establish settlements lured them ever outward. Furthermore, the relative political fragmentation of Europe during this period presented opportunities. The Vikings exploited weaknesses, forging alliances, and carving out their own domains amidst the shifting power dynamics of the time. Central to the Vikings' success were their iconic longships. These vessels, masterpieces of craftsmanship, were more than just boats. They were extensions of the Vikings themselves, embodiments of their skill and daring. Built with a shallow draft and flexible hull, longships could navigate both open seas and shallow rivers, allowing them to appear suddenly, strike swiftly, and vanish just as quickly. The Vikings were also keen observers of nature. They used the stars, the sun, the wind, and even the migratory patterns of birds to navigate the vast expanse of the ocean. They developed sophisticated sun compasses and used a material called sunstone to determine the sun's position even in overcast conditions. This mastery of shipbuilding and navigation allowed them to establish extensive trading networks. They ventured eastwards along the rivers of Russia, reaching the Byzantine Empire and even the Caspian Sea. Westward, they braved the North Atlantic, establishing settlements in Iceland, Greenland, and even reaching the shores of North America, centuries before Columbus. Section 4. The Spoils of Conquest. Trade and treasures. While the Vikings are often remembered for their raids, they were also shrewd traders, establishing extensive commercial networks across Europe and beyond. From the bustling markets of Constantinople to the trading posts of Ireland, Viking merchants were key players in the exchange of goods. They traded in a variety of goods. From their Scandinavian homelands, they brought furs, timber, walrus ivory, and slaves. In return, they sought silver, spices, silk, and other luxury goods from the east and south. These items found their way back to Scandinavia, enriching Viking chieftains and fueling further expeditions. The Vikings' impact on trade extended beyond the exchange of goods. They established trading settlements that grew into important urban centres. Dublin, Ireland, for example, began as a Viking trading post and eventually became a major city. Their entrepreneurial spirit and maritime prowess helped shape the economic landscape of Europe during the early Middle Ages. Section 5. Beyond the Horizon, Viking Exploration and Expansion. Driven by a thirst for adventure and opportunity, the Vikings ventured far beyond their Scandinavian homelands. Their voyages of exploration and expansion took them across vast distances, establishing a presence in some of the most remote corners of the known world. To the west, they sailed across the unforgiving North Atlantic, reaching Iceland in the late 9th century. These hardy pioneers established a thriving society on this volcanic island, creating a unique cultural identity that endures to this day. From Iceland, they ventured even further west, reaching the shores of Greenland, led by Eric the Red. They established settlements on this icy island, demonstrating their resilience and adaptability. Their most daring feat of exploration, however, was their arrival in North America. Around the year 1000, Leif Erikson, son of Eric the Red, led an expedition that established a short-lived settlement at L'Anse aux Meadows in Newfoundland, Canada. This remarkable achievement, predating Columbus's voyages by centuries, is a testament to the Vikings' seafaring skills and adventurous spirit. Section 6. The Viking Legacy. Their impact on the world. The Viking Age, spanning roughly 3 centuries, left an undeniable mark on the world. Their raids and conquests brought fear and destruction, but their exploration, trade, and cultural exchange also left a lasting legacy. Politically, the Vikings contributed to the rise of new kingdoms and power structures. Their raids weakened existing regimes and paved the way for new political entities to emerge. Their settlements and conquests led to the establishment of Viking rule in parts of England, Ireland, France, and Russia, influencing the development of these regions. Culturally, their impact was equally profound. They introduced Norse language, mythology, and artistic styles to the regions they settled, leaving an indelible mark on local traditions. The English language, for example, still bears traces of Viking influence in words like berserk and skull. Their voyages of exploration expanded the geographical horizons of medieval Europe. Their arrival in Iceland, Greenland, and North America challenged existing perceptions of the world and paved the way for future generations of explorers. Section 7. Conclusion. The enduring spirit of the Vikings. The Vikings were more than just fierce raiders. They were skilled navigators, traders, explorers, and settlers who left an enduring legacy on the world. Their saga is a testament to human resilience, adaptability, and the enduring spirit of exploration. Their story continues to captivate us, reminding us of the power of human ambition, the allure of the unknown, and the interconnectedness of our world.